Coach Mike McConathy, the Demon basketball team, playing its final home game tomorrow night against Stephen F. Austin, regular season champions. Quite a challenge. Coach, what about the team going into this week and going into March? How do you feel the Demons are positioned?
Well, I think we made a lot of progress since the first part of the conference schedule. Lost a tough game to Southeastern, very good team that's really improving, shooting the ball very well, and getting great outside play by Jordan Capps. But I do think that we're continuing to learn, we're continuing to figure out who we are as a team. Moving into the last two games, we're just very hopeful that we'll continue to improve and get better. We've got to rebound better and take care of the basketball. We've been playing a really tough Stephen F. Austin team on Thursday night, extremely well coached, very good players, a great team leader in Thomas Walkup. They do a fabulous job, very efficient offensively, but very hard-nosed and very tough. And we've just got to come out and we've just got to compete at our highest level and try to be as tough as we possibly can against a very good Stephen F. Austin Lumberjack team.
Okay, it's a wild last week with 4 teams really battling for 3 spots in the conference tournament. How much do you pay attention to anything else anybody else is doing? Or do you just take the attitude that we've got to go do what we got to do and not worry about anything?
Well, I do take the attitude that we got to go do what we do, but you do always look and see where you're at, and you win and you're in good shape. You don't win, you've got to depend on somebody else to do what they need to do to help you. I don't think they're in the position where they're trying to help us. I think we just need to go out and try to take care of our business. But at the same time, you do look at scores, and it's kind of interesting because McConathy has been struggling a little bit, and now they've won 2 in a row. Central Arkansas had been on a tear, and then they've lost a couple, even though they're not eligible for the tournament. Still, the bearing of their wins and losses has a great deal to do with if we're going to get in or not. Central Arkansas plays Nichols on Thursday night in Conway, where they've been extremely successful. And then you're looking at Southeastern and New Orleans and and then looking at the Demons to see what they can do.
Your teams have always been good in March. Has this team got that capability?
Yeah, I believe they do. The one thing that's a little bit different for this group is our depth. I mean, we've always been such a deep team, and we're not as deep, and I think that's been one of our struggles because we're not as deep as we need to be to where we can move people in and out when maybe they're not doing the things that they need to do defensively. But we've had some guys step up and have done a really nice job. If you go back to the New Orleans game, at home, I mean, Zeke Woodley fouled out with 9 minutes to go in the game, and we really stepped up. We came back and did some really good things in the game against Southeastern the other night. Ishmael and Zeke spent a great deal of time on the bench last 5 to 10 minutes of the game, and Zeke actually fouled out, I think, with 2 minutes to go. But we were able to do some things to put ourselves in a position to win the game, and that's important. So we are getting some production from some other people besides just Zeke, and we have 4 players playing. They're scoring in double figures. We really looking at Trayvon Joseph as a guy that's starting to really come around, and he is our X factor. If he can come around and be a guy that can go for, double-doubles is what our goal for him always is, because he's a guy that can pursue the ball. Knee's not 100%, but he's starting to get a little bounce in his step and doing some really good things. We're very hopeful that he'll be continue to improve and play better.